Welcome to this explainer. I'm so thrilled you're here today because we're tackling a topic that affects literally millions of households. But, it's usually buried in red tape and confusing terminology. Our goal today is super simple. We're going to completely demystify low-cost home broadband, even if you're a total beginner. If you've ever looked at your internet bill and thought, wow, this is just way too high, but you kind of weren't sure how to go about lowering it, well, you are in the exact right place.
Did you know your EBT card can help you save big on internet costs? Stick around and we'll show you how. Because in today's digital age, let's be honest, internet access isn't a luxury anymore. It's an absolute necessity. Whether you're applying for jobs, the kids are doing homework, you're managing virtual doctor appointments, or even just keeping up with your government benefits, a reliable connection is really your lifeline to the modern world. But man, it can get expensive. So today, we're going to fix that. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. Understanding EBT and internet discounts. 2. Eligibility and who qualifies. 3. Available programs and providers. 4. How to apply. 5. Troubleshooting and FAQs. And finally, 6. Maximizing your savings.
Let's dive right into Section 1, Understanding EBT and Internet Discounts. Okay, so most people think their EBT card, SNAP or food stamps, is just for groceries. But actually, it's kind of like a VIP pass. It's a gateway to some really substantial savings on your monthly internet bill. The crucial thing to know here is a federal program called Lifeline. You are going to hear this name a lot. Lifeline is an FCC program that provides a direct discount on your phone or internet bill. For most eligible households, it provides a discount of up to $9.25 every single month. And if you happen to live on federally recognized tribal lands, that discount actually jumps up to $34.25 a month. This federal subsidy is the foundational mechanism for these savings, and your EBT card is simply one of the absolute easiest ways to prove you qualify for it.
Moving right along to Section 2, Eligibility and who qualifies.
You might actually be surprised at just how broad the net is cast for these discounts. Here is a list of qualifying government assistance programs. If you or anyone in your household for that matter participates in any of these, you're generally automatically eligible. That includes SNAP, of course, which is where your EBT card comes in, but it also includes things like Medicaid, Supplemental Security Income or SSI, Veterans Pension and Survivors Benefits, federal public housing assistance like Section 8, and various tribal-specific programs. So while your EBT card is a massive trigger for these benefits, it's definitely not the only one.
And this brilliantly illustrates something very important. There are actually two totally different pathways for eligibility. On the federal side, for the Lifeline program, if you're trying to qualify based on income alone, you need to be at or below 135% of the federal poverty guidelines. But listen to this. Many internet providers have their very own low-income programs, and these provider-specific programs are often way more lenient. These sometimes accept households with incomes up to 200% of the poverty guidelines, or they'll accept other programs like the National School Lunch Program or WIC. What this means is that even if you don't qualify for the federal Lifeline program, you might still snag a massive discount directly from a company like Xfinity or AT&T. All right, Section 3, Available Programs and Providers. So what do these deals actually look like in the real world? Let's take a look at the actual plans and prices offered by the major telecom companies right now. These are the heavy hitters you'll really want to take note of. If you have Comcast Xfinity in your area, their Internet Essentials program is just $9.95 a month for speeds up to 50 megabits per second. And yep, your SNAP benefit qualifies you for that. Spectrum has Internet Assist for $24.99. AT&T offers their Access program for $30 a month, and that comes with speeds up to 100 megabits per second. Cox has this incredible deal called Connect to Compete for $9.95 a month, but note the slight catch there. You do need a K-12 student in the home along with SNAP or Medicaid. And Optimum offers Advantage Internet for just $15. When you consider that standard internet bills can easily run $80 to $100 every single month, these options are absolute game changers. But wait, we absolutely can't forget regional and nonprofit alternatives. Depending on exactly where you live, you might have access to some incredible local deals. For instance, Human IT is a fantastic nonprofit that offers a $15 a month unlimited 4G LTE hotspot. This is amazing because it bypasses traditional credit checks entirely. If you live in New York, state law actually mandates a $15 a month plan from Spectrum for low-income households. California has a special pilot program offering up to a $20 monthly credit. And if you need 5G home internet, T-Mobile has their Rely plan for $50 a month, which, importantly, includes a 5-year price guarantee, so you just don't have to worry about your bill randomly exploding on you.
Which brings us to Section 4, How to Apply.
Okay, all of this sounds great, right? But how do you actually get it?
I really want to empower you here by summarizing the core application pipeline into 3 simple, totally manageable steps, just to reduce any overwhelm. Step 1, you gather your documents. Step 2, if you're applying for the Federal Lifeline program, you go through the government's official National Verifier portal online. Step 3, once approved there, or if you're just bypassing Lifeline for a provider-specific plan, you apply directly with the internet service provider of your choice. That's literally it. Gather, verify, apply. Now, pay really close attention to this next point, because it is the single biggest reason people get rejected. A picture of an EBT card by itself is rarely accepted. Think about it. A card doesn't actually prove your benefits are currently active right now. What you absolutely need is your official benefit award letter, and it usually needs to be dated within the last 6 to 12 months. You'll also need a government-issued photo ID, some proof of address like a lease or utility bill, or a prior year tax return if you're qualifying based on income instead of a program like SNAP. Just get these documents organized in a little folder on your computer or phone before you start, and I promise your application will be a breeze.
Next up, Section 5, Troubleshooting and FAQs.
Let's dispel some common myths really quickly and address the hurdles applicants frequently face. First question, is there a government program that provides completely free internet? Well, the short answer is no, the government doesn't directly offer a free internet utility. However, if you combine the $9.25 federal Lifeline subsidy with a highly discounted provider program like Comcast's $9.95 Internet Essentials plan, it effectively brings your monthly cost down to roughly zero, or just a few cents. So while it's not technically free, it can be practically free with the right combination.
Next question, and this is a really big one. What happened to the Affordable Connectivity Program, or the ACP? You might remember this program. It was offering a $30 monthly discount. Unfortunately, the ACP ended in June 2024 because it simply ran out of congressional funding. It is completely gone. And that is exactly why utilizing Lifeline and those provider-specific low-income tiers we discussed earlier is now so essential. They are the primary tools left to keep your bill affordable.
Finally, Section 6, maximizing your savings. Look, cheap internet is absolutely great, but it's not very useful if you don't have a device to actually browse it on, right? So let's see how you can stretch your savings even further with discounted hardware. The crucial takeaway here is that your SNAP or EBT eligibility unlocks a lot more than just Wi-Fi. If you sign up for Xfinity Internet Essentials, you actually have the option to purchase a subsidized laptop or desktop computer for just $149.99. Even better, nonprofits step in here in a massive way. PCs for People offers refurbished laptops starting at just $50 for SNAP recipients. Organizations like Human IT offer low-cost laptops that even include tech support, and Connect All ships affordable, refurbished technology right to your door nationwide based on corporate donations. This means you can get your whole home fully set up and connected for just a fraction of retail prices.
And that brings us to the end of our roadmap. Being proactive and having your documents ready is really the absolute best way to secure your savings. Now, to wrap up, I do need to share this quick reminder. Please note that programs and eligibility requirements may change over time. It's important to verify current details with relevant service providers and official sources. With standard internet bills creeping towards $100 a month these days, leaving these discounts on the table is literally like throwing away $1,000 a year. So what could you do with an extra $1,000 in your pocket? Get your documents ready, make the call, and get connected. Thanks so much for joining this explainer.